Hello friends, welcome to Astro Vishaka Astrology channel. Today we are going to discuss about there is a dangerous obsession of Venus and Rahu. This combination is specifically we'll discuss how this is going to evolve in the relationship, married life, or even in the earning and churning of your wealth. So all the aspects, there are some good stuff is there with this combination, and there are certainly not some good stuff with this combination. So what happens when the planet of ultimate luxury, love, relationship meets the cosmic demon of obsession, illusion, or boundless desires? Someone is having no boundary. So in Vedic astrology, the Venus, the significator of your heart desire, you heart out a relationship. Venus is your spouse, your wealth, your comfort. See, Venus is relationship. So if you see Venus is exalted in the Pisces, that's a 12th house in natural karka, natural chart, and it is also a lot of seventh house. So why I had told this point is because seventh house is your partner, where you surrender, and 12th house is a exaltation of the surrenderness is towards the God, to the divine, and that's the reason it becomes the surrender to God in the 12th house. But before that, your partner is another soul which has come into your life because of karma, the combination of karma. Hence the Venus needs to always give you heart out to your partner. That's way the Venus's role is in the seventh house matters a lot. So when it conjunct with Rahu, the shadow planet of smoke and mirror, your life become an unrated psychological thriller. Reason, this is not a normal combination. This is a cosmic wildfire. Rahu takes everything out of the Venus, and he will take you a garden walk. He will say, I will give you this, I will give you that, and he will imbibe the obsession in Venus. And he shows that he tell Venus, I will show you the world, a big world, the big illusionary world. So you can see the Venus Rahu combination is very, very comfortable for the people who are actors in the creative field. Venus talks about art, creative, and when it gets connected with the Rahu, the person is a fabulous combination for getting into the movie roles as an actor. But it also kill your or drive your interest into the surrenderness. You forget the surrenderness, and Rahu is a borderless um, shadow planet. He will try to get everything out of you. He will actually use you. He might cheat you. So it is makes you fall in a love called a blind love, and obsessed with the luxury, obsessed with the fame, obsessed with the name, and chases you across borders. But the golden cage, it is also a bandhana. It's a golden cage where your desires are the most becomes the ultimate trap. You born with certain contract which signed as a soul to the divine, saying that in this life I will do these kind of initiatives or this kind of karma. But with this Rahu, is actually pulling you towards the externalized world of all this bandhana and this illusion. And in this maya, your desires are become the most difficult for you to ensure that they create the trap. Now Rahu doesn't have a body. Rahu only knows to get more desire. And as Venus starts enjoying that desire fulfillment, you know, Venus desire is a perfect combination. Someone is looking for a perfect partner, and it is bound that Rahu never gets satisfied. So what happens, as you start traveling in that illusion. At certain point you realize, I'm not happy with this partner. So this issue starts coming. So we will stripping the away from this illusion, and we are going house by house to look at exact vibe experience get. What are the hidden health tasks you face or risk you face, and the shocking spiritual reality, and absolute conflicting combination that triggers. So let's stick around, and I will give you one definite remedy at the end of the our conversation. And Rahu, how to rescue from Rahu, and also how to shine your Venus. So let's talk about the core nature of the combination. It is a combination of love, lust, along with shadow. So before the houses, understand a raw chemistry between the Venus, who is a Sanjivani, and the life-saving medicine, pure love, and beautiful architecture with a wise counsel. In male's chart, it's a manifestation of your spouse. Now inject the Rahu of chemical of Rahu in the veins of Venus, and then you check. Rahu brings exotic foreign culture. Rahu is talks about foreign culturally different places. So exotic foreign culture, online romance, social media, and always there is a validation called social media validation. Suddenly, the love isn't just about a connection, it's about a shallow display for the world. And you been get happiness on how many likes and how many views you got it. And that triggers a massive insecurity on someone's life. And am I rich enough? Am I loyal partner? Or my partner is enough loyal? It creates an obsession about the residential, exotic houses and ultra luxury. So Venus is a wealth. Rahu gives you obviously the greed for wealth or obsession about wealth. So you will earn quite a lot than the normal comparative people, and the wealth is going to be great. But please understand, it is again there is an underlying fear of losing at all. So Rahu also inject the insecurity. Rahu also injects the uncomfortness. So that's restlessness also will come along with Rahu. So health wise, the combination strikes the reproductive system by default, because Venus is like connected with kidneys or your retina or hormonal imbalance. Rahu creates a mysterious element, and where doctor cannot easily diagnose, and drives a dependency on substances to escape the emotional pain. So these are the things you will experience as far as health is concerned. Spirituality is a twist. Rahu is out of box thinker. Rahu is, if not channeled correctly, it can create havoc. So, if channeled correctly, the combination stop chasing the worldly matters, the worldly illusions, and experiences sudden, explosive tantric or mystical awakenings can happen, realizing that the material world is just a playground of shadow, which is not true, which is not real. So by now you will understand that how Venus is been get connected with Rahu can create some of the challenges. The vibe is great. Vibe is where you want to have a material obsession, achievements, and all. This will be good. But as far as personal relationships are concerned, personal love matter is concerned, you will suffer a lot, because Rahu doesn't allow you to stop that. And that's the in the Kali Yuga or in present Yuga, you will see the man and woman are not following the dharma, or the moral values are going down. And that is the reason extramarital affairs or before marriage relationships are increasing. And that is because of Rahu, because he doesn't get satisfied, he want more. And that is the reason he doesn't follow any dharma or righteousness. He doesn't follow in that unless guru is not aspected. This challenge is there. So I am not going how specifically affect on anyone's chart, but in general you will see that kind of experiences you get as far as Venus Rahu combination is concerned. Let's now talk about the house by house effects. So let's talk about the first house. It's a magnetism on steroids. It's like unforgettable. The kind of aura you create is humongous. A very exotic aura with Venus Rahu combination. But there is behind the well or behind your mask, there is a massive identity crisis is also there. Who am I? Who am I behind the social media? So, in the first house, this Venus Rahu combination creates a very obsession about physical appearance. You are always looking for anti-aging solution, anti-aging something, and always looking for a validation. Am I looking good? When there are hundreds of people give like, then you feel okay. I am good. So this is the Venus Rahu combination in the first house. So let's talk about the second house. Basically, this house resonates the energy of wealth and family. So there's going to be a foreign wealth. There is going to be sudden financial windfall will be there, and very unconventional speech will be there. And at the same time you will have certain conflicts, and the conflicts with your family over a lifestyle choices. You want to live a better life, you want to live exotic life, your family may not be. So unpredictable cash flow is also a challenge for this combination in the second house. But what kind of obsession you carry? Obsession is for luxury items. You don't have money in the bank account, you will take loan, but you will ensure that you have all kind of digital wealth, all kind of luxury. Every item you should be there, and you want to show on your vlogs or whatever kind of where on a social media you want to show that how I am so rich. And some of the influencer nowadays do this kind of challenges. They create the messing with their Venus, that showing too much of wealth on the social media, and that creates a very difficulty, and financial instability also can come, and that you need to take care of it. So how much you want to show to the world, it's up to you. And the second house, it's all the world, and all the many folks are following the same thing, how I am rich and all those stories. So all illusionary richness people want to show. Third house, it's basically for the siblings, media, the ultimate digital creator vibe. Okay, and the master of online. So communication, the all YouTubers on all people who are on the social media loves, because they have got the ability to show as a brand. So third house is also brand. Third house is all about your online presence. Third house is all about your skills, and that you will show on online, and you communicate and showing through the exotic things. And what happens in this case, sometimes the misunderstandings with siblings can happen, or neighbors over boundaries, because Rahu is a boundaryless. So either the sibling or your neighbors try to play with you, try to create some unnecessary problem, and these are karmic things. So obsessed with online metrics and also views. So people on social media always want to look at how many views I got, uh, how many likes I got, how many appreciation I got, how many good comments I got, and that's the constant validation you will look for it. And you were always on the travel, so people in the traveling vlogger and influencer, they can also use this kind of combination. They will be really good in for them. Fourth house is about the home and happiness. Now this is your core happiness. This is where you feel very peaceful. But difference between the exotic and luxury and the peace is different. A person in a small hut also can be very peaceful. A person in a very big mansion or kingdom, still he will not feel comfortable. So living in sprawling, ultra modern, ultra rich kind of places where Venus Rahu. So Venus again get the Digbali, the strength in the fourth house. Venus become exotic here. If Venus is coming into fourth house, the person will be having a very stylish home and very interior is going to be extremely good, but foreign style exotic houses will be there, but the lack of peace at home will be there because you run behind luxury. Obviously there is an imbalance with peace, and house feels like an empty hotel, frankly. How big you construct, eventually you know that home is created by connection between the hearts of family members, and you don't want people remain isolated because of Rahu creates unnecessary confusion, and constant remodeling will be happening, buying property yet emotionally unanchored. You always feel you're not stable in life. While you have so many you have properties, and you will make a lot of properties, and but still you are not happy. Fifth house, it's all about romance and intellect. Cinematic intense is there, love at first sight kind of romances will happen. You feel this is a person I was looking for, how wild he is, how great he is, still you will love because the Rahu's illusion is so connected with you. You are not able to judge a right person for yourself. So these people need to be very careful in searching a right dating partner, otherwise it could be a challenge. Sudden heartbreaks can happen. The partner may cheat you, or relationship cycles are very short lived. Like you got into something, you go ahead and you cross all borders in the relationship. That is what happened the Venus Rahu combination. All livings come with the fifth house, where you feel that this is what I'm gonna do, but realization it's not a morally ethics or ethically correct, and that is where obsessive infatuation and your logics are completely bind with your own thought process and with your concept about overall romanticism. So that happens in the fifth house. Sixth house is all about deaths and disease. The unconventional healer, okay, magnet for the secret, and the hidden enemies are always there. So there is always a trouble of hidden enemies, but since the Rahu come in the sixth house, you will able to overcome all this challenge because you have become very smart. It's a Mercury's natural house, it's a Mercury house. It's where you use your intelligence, and Rahu will give you that intelligence to handle the challenges. Legal disputes are going to be a part of your life. You will be bandhana tied to the partnership and as well as luxury spending. You need to be very careful on the handling your luxury spending, how much you want, because you will get easily a loans, but and then you are not able to handle it properly. Extreme health anxiety will be there. You always feel there is something is happening to me, and you will always look for an alternate medicine, and that obsession will be always there for you. Seventh house, it's a highly ambitious, foreign, and very unconventional spouse you will get. Constant underlying suspicion will be there because either the partner will be extremely beautiful, and that makes you insecure or a relationship. There is always a boundary issues, and sudden shocks will be there in the marriage. Sudden unprecedented event will happen, and then you will be either shattered or ecstasy kind of feel will come. Looking for a flawless and perfect partner, and but yet there is a permanent relationship instability will be always there. Even if your marriage is going well, you will always feel insecure about marriage. If things doesn't work out, what will happen? All those kind of relationship issues can bring on the table. Eighth house, this is a deeply seductive, okay, and because one is that it's a sustenance of the marriage, and also it's a your extra sexual activities go beyond your marriage. Those so times, if this combination comes here, it creates a severe challenge. You will also have, you can be a magnet of unearned wealth. So a sudden your transformation or sudden wealth will be there, but there is going to be hidden intense desire will be there. It's a dark place. So eighth house is where you want to hide your secret affairs, secret relationships, and it becomes very challenging because Rahu comes, it will obviously create a trouble, taboo troubles, and those taboo issues will also come, and vulnerability becomes, and the secrets can come out during the Rahu Dasha, and the scandals can come out, and your name and fame will go for a toss. So it's a dangerous obsession as far as taboo relationships are concerned and hidden assets are concerned. You need to be very, very careful. You should not get into any bad habits and bad path. Especially Venus Rahu combination comes into the eighth house. Ninth house is a chasing the spiritual part. See, first of all, Rahu comes into the ninth house. He is going to question all the dharma or the righteousness. What is your religion is telling you, you don't want to accept it. And that is where this kind of questions keep coming, and the spiritual path outside of your native. And you will look at as a global citizen or a global worldview where my any other specific religion can give me experience of what I'm looking for the religious matter. So hence, because of that, there is a lot of clashes with the teachers or maybe father. There is a kind of issues with the father, and very orthodox belief systems are there, which you always like to fight because you are a liberal. You want to go beyond borders, and that is the reason you always remain obsessed with the foreign culture, a different culture, and sometimes a radical as well, and unconventional philosophies you will love. So probably you are in X religion, you look for a Y religion, and then suddenly you feel that that religion is better. And people also try to change the convert it also from this kind of Rahu presence there in the ninth house. It's not 100%, but yet Rahu creates that. He questions the dharma, and that's the reason this problem comes. 10th house, it's all about career, power, status. So, high profile public image is something you will opt for. You always want to rule a luxury industries, media, or even international business, as well as sometimes online business. And that is where you want to grow. But there is always a sphere of sudden fall from grace or corporate policies which will not allow you, because you know when Rahu comes in the 10th house, wherever it goes, he try to create a I will say he will try to create a shortest way rather than the ethical way. So this is could be a reason. So if someone go and follow something adharma or not the right path, he face the challenge. But however, Venus and Rahu combination, it's a fame, title, and corporate power the one can really enjoy. The people in the creative industry also, if it is fifth house connection is there, the people with the creative industry, and they really do well as a even in the acting, because Rahu and Venus both combined together shows the movie side of it, and that's where the people can be obsessed about. They get that kind of fan following, and all those things can happen. 11th house, this is a vibe where I can see the it's a massive social circle, and actually I will say very international yet very influential people you will get connect. Your social circle is so big and so influential, but the problem is that Rahu comes, he will just create the shallowness. So you feel these are my great friends and all. Actually, that's not the true, because there is a possibility of shallow friendship. The moment you are losing money, they will leave you, and that they will betray you. And when the spotlight fades, that is where the Rahu comes and give you the lesson. See, don't blame Rahu for everything, because this combination has come to teach you certain kind of lessons in this life for you. And obsession with the financial goals and making personal peace unstable, because the kind Rahu goes in the desire house, there is the unending desire. So Rahu is an unending desire. So you have first of all Venus gone into 11th house along with Rahu. It is also creating wealth related desire, and those are uncontrollable desires. So once you have $100,000, you want $1 million. Once you have $1 million, you want $1 billion. Once you have $1 billion, you might have looking for $1 trillion, because there is no end for obsession. And that is the reason you forget that even you are having $1,000 and you are happy in your life. It was not that even you have millions of dollars and you are very happy, because you bet your peace to earn money, and that's the problem. 12th house is all about foreign residence, but it is also ashram, jail, or even your intense spiritual retreats where intense secret pleasures are you looking for. It's also a blood pleasure. So bed pleasure also come into 12th house. So there is a kind of expectations and probably Venus is again lust. When goes with Rahu, it increases the lust in the 12th house. Venus is good in the 12th house because somehow Venus is it's a in a natural chart. Venus considered to be a great, so it actually good in marriage and all. But please understand, Rahu comes here, it makes you obsessive about it. So escape from reality and always want to live in the fantasy. Your night sleeps, dreams will be around that. I am not even talking about which sign is coming because based on that, your nature of dreams can changes. And foreign lands, and there is a kind of addiction to be staying in the foreign land. And people, if in case there is a Rahu in the 12th house and the Rahu starts and you are in a foreign, you are like in a bandhana of foreign country, you cannot go back to your country. This kind of challenges also can happen. Now these are the 12 houses I talked about. The spiritual escape hatch is also there. Okay, now if you have this combination, your life lessons is not to stop desiring. Okay, because Rahu won't let you to stop your desire, and he will say, okay, stop this and all. Like Ketu will say, okay, you go into the isolation and get into a spirituality and be a yogi, a kind of thing. It's not like that. Rahu is a very externalized planet. Rahu wants you to live in the illusion, but the secret shifting of the energy will happen. So when you stop using for Venus for shallow and external validation, first of all, you have to tell yourself, I am not going to run behind Rahu because Rahu is something illusion. He is going to take you for a garden walk and eventually you will realize you are actually nowhere. And Rahu transform from an illusionistic from into a mystic, tantric. It gives you ability to look in the past, the material curtains, and see the absolute divine architecture of the universe. So that is the reason Rahu saying. So Rahu is loud. Rahu is loud. So when you go and do kind of mantra, do in a loud mantra, your concentration is equivalent to person who is having a Ketu, who is like a meditation mode. He's inner way. He's doing similar meditation. With you're closing your eyes, but you're speaking loudly on or on chanting loudly on mantra. See, Rahu is a deep breathing. Rahu is your the breathe in and out happens, and that is get utilized when you chant mantra loudly. Your Rahu get balanced, and then you are getting control of your Rahu, and then your Venus will give you shine, aura, and the wealth as well. So controlling Rahu is very very important, especially the Rahu is in the eighth house, Rahu is in the even in the 12th house. This Rahu you need to be really control it, and that is the reason I want to give you a master remedy. Now, how to fix the malefic of Rahu? Maleficness, because Rahu has come in your chart, it is confirmed that he's gonna give you certain kind of lesson. So there is a simple remedy I will give you, because what you need to do, you need to strengthen your Venus. You need to strengthen your Venus. Venus to strengthen is and dilute the Rahu effect. So go to Ma Ganga or any holy river, take a dip into that river, your Rahu will get control. Especially try to do that whenever you get opportunity. So why we got the religious places is to do all those remedies. Please use that areas and complete it. And that's way. Hold on, just someone is calling me. So that way you can do it. And on Friday, generally after the sunset, because Rahu needs to dilute it. So first you need to do is burn pure camphor at home, so that what happens, the camphor has ability to reduce the energy of your bad energy of Rahu, and your living space to clear Rahu smoke and illusion. So you on Friday, because Friday is a day of Venus, and that's the reason I told you to do that. and you use the sandalwood paste or chandan to your third eye chakra between the eyebrows, and that way you can put here and try to control the or increase the intensity of Venus and reducing the issue of Rahu. So it really represents a coolingness, purifying the essence. So when you burn the camphor, you purify the surrounding, and then you sit for a putting a chandan on your forehead, and then you start chanting the Rahu mantra and the Venus mantra. To you will suddenly feel that you are balancing that energy. See, the energies need to be balanced either by sound, either by flowing in the water, or doing swaha kind of homa, or you do a fire. So all those elements you need to use in your life. These are not just given done by sages or yogis, it is done by our human beings at family members. So what you need to do is to control that energy, bad energy in your home, bad energy in your life, that you need to reduce. People struggle in life, people get cheated by relationship, people get uh, cheated online. So these problems are coming from the Rahu. So you need to protect your Venus by reducing the challenges from the Rahu. So let's stop chasing smoke and let's the true light of shine Venus guide you. Mahalakshmi help you all. And that's the Venus Rahu combination I'm going to talk. Hope you like my video. If you like my video, please give a like button to my video. On if you love my channel, please subscribe. And anyone having a Venus Rahu combination, please please use the remedy, and as well as, because I always, whenever I get opportunity, I want to give remedy so that you guys have any challenges in life, you can come out of it. See, prarabdha cannot be changed by an astrologer. First of all, I want to clarify. But you can pure your karma and make your life better, and accepting the certain things in life which will really give you this the right purpose on your life. So thank you. I can see. I'll take one question. Gogi and Mahesh. Hi, hello, sir. How are you, Gogi, Kiran, Mahesh? What about Rahu and Mars? I have done a video on Mars and Rahu combination. It is a very difficult combination. I will accept it because Mars is energy, and Rahu actually amplifies that energy. So anger is a challenge. Simple: start bath twice daily, in the morning and in the evening, and control your Mars and Rahu to use it. As I told you, some of the remedies in previous videos as well. Just if you can't do anything, just go for a gym and start doing gym activity. I know we need to know entire chart, but at least for the Mars Rahu, you have to use your chart. Otherwise, you this Mars now, if it is connected with career, it is connected with your married life, it is connected with the children, you will face the challenge in that segment. So balance the Mars now. Go for a gym, go for some activity, sports activity, or somewhere you are sweating, enough sweating, so that your Mars will become and Rahu will become balanced. So I said Rahu because you need to use some electric exercise tools so that you can control your Rahu as well. So utilize that. See, no one can remove your bad combination, but yeah, if Rahu is in the seventh house in the D1, okay, Rahu is in the seventh house. I am not sure. I need to see the chart, but overall, I can see the Rahu comes here. It always create a confusion. Probably a marriage with a different culture, or probably depending on how Venus is combined present. But you can have a different culture or caste partner will be there, so that's always good. So overall, this is the Venus Rahu combination, and I will keep doing some more combinations, and eventually we'll move to houses and all this area. But this is what you need to really look forward for. And thank you so much for taking your precious time, and do listen my other videos as well. Thank you so much.